Howdy, my friends. Welcome back to the Teleport. If you did the first thing I asked you to do, it's to download a song. And I have all of my outputs going to output 1, and I have it going straight into my DAW. Just hit play. Very cool, right? Now check it out. So I have guitar on 1, bass on 2, guitar on 3, but I have them all and the drums going out of output 1. So it can sound a little jarbled, right? Well, if you have different amps or you want to put it in different inputs of your DAW or a PA, you simply just change the output, right? And then you got to have something plugged into it, but that's how you would do it. So in this video, let's talk about how you make a song. Remember your shortcut, press and hold song, makes you a new song, right? Now I'm going to keep all of my inputs and all my outputs on 1 to keep it real simple. First things first, the drums. Always start with the drums. If you're practicing, practice in time, right? So we included some basic metronomes, right? But here you can choose one in 4 if you want. Listen to it. Right? Now, when I figure out what I'm going to do with that, right? Let's record something. I'm at 116. Now I could click this and I could choose my tempo, or I could tap it, right? Now when I'm ready to record, it'll give me a 4 count if I click record, and I'll just make something real quick. Now, if I want to turn the click off, press and hold. Pretty sweet, right? So now you can record in time to a click or to a groove, but then turn it on and off. How wild is that? Now, what key am I in? D. I picked a D. That's nice. So, now if I want to add a second part, I have 2 choices. I can go to another track. Remember your shortcut. Holding these 2, down, up, right? We're trying not to bend over all the time. That's what we're trying to fix. So if, let's say I want to add an overdub on here. Or actually, real quick, let's say I don't like that take. If I press and hold this play button, it will clear that. We're not going to do it because I like that take. Now, what if I'm playing it and I want to do an overdub? Well, I can do it while I'm playing it, or I can add one from the jump. If I want to add one from the jump, I hit record again, and it will count me in, and the same thing will happen. Right? Now, if I don't like that, during playback, I can press and hold to undo my overdub. Let's redo it. I did like that. All right, so let's say I got my first track and I got my overdub. Now I want to add something on a different track. Maybe I want to add a chord, or maybe I wanted to add bass and I put bass in 1, and change my output, whatever. Again, I just navigate to that track and I go to add a part. Now, when you go to add a second part, you have a choice. We call this extended play. You've seen it in a bunch of other things, but this is really what takes the Teleport from being a loop pedal to being a true mobile multi-track recording DAW, if you will. I don't even know how you explain it, but basically, I hit this record button. If I end before the loop is finished, it's still the length of that first loop. But if I go past it, it will loop the first track or any of the tracks that you have, and it will extend for the length. So first, I am going to just add just a basic chord, and I'll make it just the loop length, and I'll start from here. Right? Now, if I want to do that again, right? Clear it while it's stopped, and I want it to go longer, right? All I have to do is not hit the record before it ends. As long as I hit it right before it ending, it will not extend. If I do not hit it, it will extend. Check this out. How sweet is that? And if you're wondering, can I add overdubs on top of that? Of course you can add overdubs on top of that. One thing I haven't showed you is adding overdubs on the fly. Let's say it's playing, right? Track 2 selected, so that's what's armed. Let's say I jump in, I'm like, ooh, I want something right here. Just hit that bad boy. So let's see if it grabbed that overdub, right? It's in the 4th bar. Got it, didn't you? So now you're probably wondering, okay, I see where this is going. Can I add a 2-minute solo over all of that? Meaning, can I extend each one of the tracks? Of course you can. Of course you can. But I'll give you one more. What if you and your brother John are here and you guys are plugged into, say, 3 and 4 and you're taking tracks 3 and 4 and you both want to record a dueling solo, right? For minutes. Well, go to track 3. Press and hold this. It's armed. Now we go to 4. It's armed, right? It's auto armed. I don't have to press and hold, but I can. Now, if I record, it's going to record both of these, and it's going to extend them as long as you want. Let's noodle a little bit. So now you have all of them. Different lengths, multi-track, multi-armed tracks. And if you want to listen to any particular one, if you download a song or you make it and you're like, oh man, I want to hear what just this one sounds like, or just this one, check this bad boy out. Sorry. You got to wait for it to, look, I guess what, 300 milliseconds? Press and hold. Soloed. So now you'll just hear that. Right? Unsolo it. Now, one thing you have to remember, when you arm something, you have to disarm it, right? And you can't extend things that are different lengths with different overdubs that have multiple arming scenarios. That might be confusing, but if you go and just know this, if you go and you try to do something on the pedal, it will tell you, hey, you're not allowed to do that, right? But the options that you just saw will enable you to make basically anything you want. One last thing I'll show you, whatever you choose, we can change the tempo. All right, let me show you the drums now. I'm going to start a new song, okay? Now, we had the click. check this out. I can choose a bunch of different drum kits. All kick, right? These are the grooves, rather. Kick and snare. 4 on the floor. The point of this is that we don't want you to have decision paralysis. We wanted to give you just the most common grooves that you're gonna encounter that will help you be creative to write. We don't want you to sit here for 45 minutes trying to figure out the perfect one. We just want you to begin making something. So you have a very limited amount, but we're going to add more with firmware updates of the actual grooves. And then if you press and hold this, you can choose your kits. And thank you to all the drummers out there that gave us these samples. But like, check out the John Bonham one, right? That's pretty rad. So that, my friends, is how you make your first song on a teleport. Once you make it, you can upload it and share it with the world, and I'm very excited to hear what you come up with.